This thing. It's really great. And we're loading. I love this thing. It's really great. Five, four, three, two, one. I'm John Miglosh for the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Well, we've gotten some registrations for the meetup, and there are some heavy hitters from the print and direct marketing industry. I got to tell you that. It's secret. We don't ever know who's going to show up, but there's some great players. And it's that we do real business. This is not, it's fun. It's fun, but it's not just a meetup. It's like a meetup at a conference for direct marketers. Imagine that. And you'll meet some great people, and we're doing business, and you really want to be there. Go over to WDMA for the WDM May meetup, and it's on the 27th. I'm also going to be down in Dallas, Texas. And so we're gonna meet at the Hilton across from the Bass Pro Shops there in the hotel bar. It's called Bonnie and Clyde's, I think. And come if you're in the Dallas area. We'll be sending out emails. We're really upgrading here. The style consultant is helping me with all kinds of stuff, and we're gonna be sending out an email to the Dallas connections on LinkedIn if we can. We got about 400, so I don't know what'll happen, but 6 o'clock at the I don't know, Dallas DFW Lakes Hilton or something like that. But just remember, it's Grapevine and it's across from the Bass Pro Shops. Everybody knows where it is, right? And I'll be there and I'll have a beer. That's Debbie Roth from Japs Olson, one of the owners up there, said, when you resurrected the WDMA, you said, well, we're going to have a beer every now and then and talk direct mail and direct marketing. She said, I think you've maybe gotten away from that. Well, we're getting back to it. So this will be our first real meetup since December of 2019, I guess. Yeah, a year and a half we've been without, shaking hands. I will have a mask in my pocket, I hope. And maybe I'll even have a sign, or I'll have a Wisconsin. My trademark for the real meetups in the bar is I'll have a Wisconsin hat on, which probably will be the only one in the place at the Dallas DFW Hilton. So I don't think that one's live yet, but we're good. It should be live maybe that later today. For the Dallas meetup. So I just have to hit publish. I have to check with my wife to see if it's okay if I sneak out. The golf, I shouldn't say this. The golf is early enough I can make it to the 6 o'clock meetup. So, when you're hanging around, don't know what else to do, drive over to the Hilton by the Bass Pro Shops in Dallas, Monday the 24th. Okay, so let's get to the news. You don't have to target. Oh, let's start with the silly news. Okay, Facebook wants you to read before you share. Oh, that would slow everybody down. I actually have a policy in my own head that says I need to read the article. Now, I don't always read it on Facebook, so they give you the option, but it says you're about to share this article. You're about to share this article. Let's see. I can hardly read this. Let's see if I can get it bigger. You're about to share this article without opening it, which doesn't mean I haven't opened it somewhere, right? Then it says open the article or continue reading, and I think that's a really good idea. Okay, that's enough of the fun news. Okay, this is from my friend Summer Gould, and I really like her, and I always like her articles. And one of the things I like about this article is it starts out on a positive note. 90% of the articles on direct mail start out by saying, you think direct mail is garbage and junk and you don't think it makes any sense, but guess what? It does. No, not Summer. She says direct mail is a powerful marketing channel. Now, I thought where she was going to go was that your brain has 10 times the neuroreceptors for touch that it does for sight. Sight is fast, which helps us reject the digital advertising. Skip the banner ad, skip the right side. It looks like this over here. Skip the right side. Skip everything that isn't where you want to be. And I also have a reader app on my browsers that sucks off the ads on the sides. But anyway, I thought she was going to talk about our brain and how touch is the most is makes all the advertising more memorable about mail, and why maybe you want to use spot varnish or felt or felt coatings or something else, groundwood to say you're on sale. Anyway, there's a lot of techniques that are well tested. But so this this model of the brain, you have to step back from that a little bit. It reminds me a little bit of Plato, in the, well, it was Plato in the 3rd century BC, who modeled our personhood after a chariot driver, with the rationality as one horse and the emotion as the other horse. You want to get the horses matched, and the emotion will always pull you off to one side. So that isn't so good. But we have the will to control the two horses. That's not too bad a model. It's not the only model. The human brain's been compared to a steam engine. It's been compared to a telephone switchboard, the old things that they had to plug the lines into. It's been compared to a computer. So anyway, Heather, I don't know where she got this model. I'd like to know, Heather, Summer, where'd you get this model? But she says the new processes data rationally. The middle brain processes emotions, and the old brain decides. See that? See? Rational, emotional, and will. Just like Plato. Okay? It reminds me a little bit of Thinking Fast and Slow, which I really like that book. George Mosher from National Business recommended it. Anyway, whatever model of the brain, what is the old brain? It's self-centered, makes easy decisions. That's the Thinking Fast and Slow. You don't want to put a lot of math in your offer. In other words, let's say your average order is $100. So you have the option of saying 10% off or $10 off. Either one will get about the same end result, lower your average order, or maybe it won't. Maybe you'll just get a $110 order. I went to the hardware store. I talked about it the other day, and I had a $5 off for $30 purchased, and I purchased about $30.10 or something. The checkout girl said it was really impressive. But then I added another item for $5 to sneak it by my sweetie. She let me alone in the hardware store to wander around. So again, a good offer, $5 off for a $30 purchase, but it's like 18%. But if you want to think in percent, most people don't want to think in percent. If you do math, it takes up your brain power. Okay, tangible. And here again, I thought she was going to say, I thought she was going to talk about the tactile sense, but nope, she didn't. She said ideas like more money, unbreakable, 24-hour shipping, satisfaction guaranteed. Keep your message and offer simple. And I like that too. These are all good things. None of them are cast in stone, but this is the kind of stuff that you can test largely in offer testing, and you can get, on average about 30% lift just by testing these regularly. People say, oh, testing is expensive. Testing is, no. Testing can fuel your strategy long term. That's what direct marketing is about. Anyway, beginning and end, important messages should be first and repeated. And again, if you like this article, you also should check out scientificadvertising.com, where Claude Hopkins' book is available for free. I highly recommend it. Emotion, I'm a little surprised emotion was 6th, because if you can get emotion, and it can be fear. Like I did an exhaustive analysis of, about 100 ads for the Billy Graham Association's annuity division. And by far and away the best lead generator was the government will write your will or something like that. And it just outpulled everything because it engendered fear. Like, oh man, if I die today without a will, the government will just decide where my money goes. And if I wanted to give to charity or give to some other cause, they wouldn't take that into account without my expressed wishes. Okay. So anyway, then she gets into the pain thing, which, reminds me of the Sandler sales system. And here are things that can cause pain. She says some consumers may not even realize they have a pain. You got to point out a pain. Well, it's not as big a pain as I'd like to work with, lose your house or something, engender real fear. Anyway, good article, good things to think about and to test. It's tactical, but not tactile. And you should always be testing. And I think Summer, why do I keep calling her Heather? I don't know. Okay, so now I want to, man, this is so good. I guess I'll save it for Monday. There's a new movement out with the removal of cookies to say, do we really need one-to-one marketing at all? No. One-to-one marketing was a dumb idea. It was one of the stupidest ideas that have ever hit marketing. And I'll prove it. And we'll talk about it on Monday. Like and share. Your friends will know you're smart.